everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today I wanted to talk about my updated hair care routine. I actually have grown my hair quite a lot in the last, I'd say 5 to 6 months, and I just thought I'd show you what products I've been using to help with that. And also, like, I've got quite greasy hair. I'd say like my roots are quite greasy, my skin is naturally greasy anyway, so, well, oily I'll say instead of greasy. So yeah, I've been using like specific products to help control the oils and get longer out of like washing my hair and stuff like that. Like, I used to be that person that used to wash their hair literally every day. When I was in secondary school, I used to get up every morning and wash my hair every day. Now that is obviously over 10 years ago, so yeah, I just thought I'd like show you what kind of products I've been using, what I've found have helped me to obviously get longer out of my hair, and also that's helped it like be in a lot better condition. I'll pop a picture here as well, like of what my hair was like. I think it was around September time when I last got it cut, so obviously I got a lot of the dead ends and stuff cut off, and then now it's grown quite a bit, so I thought I would just show you what that looked like before, and then I can talk about what I've been using. If you do like the video, please give it a like, it really helps out my channel, and just before we get into it, please subscribe as it really helps as well. And yeah, let's get into the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in order of like how I would use the products and talk a little bit about them and how I found them. So the first thing that I've been using is this Kerastase, and this is the balancing shampoo. So it's for oily roots and sensitized lengths. It's just this one here. This is like a smaller sized bottle. I think you can get this in a larger bottle as well. Yeah, so I actually picked this up in my hairdressers. I have tried other balancing shampoos and I haven't found them as good. This one I do find it does actually like strip the oil, but like not from the length, if that makes sense. So it just kind of like strips the oil at my roots, and it just makes it feel really clean, and that's what I just like when I wash my hair. I don't like to feel like there's any like residue or like build up, and I find this really like clarifies and gets like as good of a clean as I feel like it can. You don't need a lot of this as well, like a little bit goes a long way. I would say I do a double wash though, so I'd wash my hair to get like products out, and then I'd wash it again to like clean it and basically make it just nice. It does smell really nice as well, this literally everywhere. It's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It kind of reminds me of like aloe vera kind of scent maybe. I'm not really like up to date with like scents and stuff, but yeah, it is really good. I definitely recommend that if you do struggle with like having oily hair and oily roots. Like I said, I've used other ones before and I haven't found them half as good. But yeah, I know this is a little bit on the pricey side with it being like a salon product, but I always find that like you're definitely better off investing in like salon shampoos and conditioners. They definitely do make a difference to your hair, especially if you're someone that struggles with like a certain area. Okay, so for conditioner, I've then been using this one. This is actually for like coloured hair. I don't have a colour on my hair at the moment, but my mum got this and I started using it, and oh my god, it's just so much better. My hair is less knotty. Yeah, so it's just like a lot less knotty now since I've used this. Also, it doesn't feel like it's got like a covering on your hair. Like when I used to use conditioners, I'd feel like I would always go for ones that were a lot more hydrating, they'd say, and like good for like smoothing the cuticle, but they'd always kind of leave this weird kind of residue on my hair that just never felt clean, and I used to hate the feel of it. Like it would be lovely for like one day when I washed it and like dried it, and then after that like it would just feel like, I don't know, it would kind of like separate and feel like it was too heavy in my hair, and also that would kind of like make it not hold style and stuff like that. But I don't know if that is something that's linked. I'm not a hairdresser, I don't really know, but that's just what I would find personally would happen. So this is just the Schwarzkopf conditioner for coloured hair, and literally you need the tiniest amount of this. I know it's like sulfate free as well, which I think is what hairdressers do recommend to use. It's, I don't know what the difference is with that and like non-sulfate, but I do notice the difference obviously when I wash my hair. It is a lot different than the other ones that I have been using. So I definitely recommend, if you are like someone that struggles with your hair and like getting it right and like getting the right balance with your hair and styling it and stuff like that, definitely try and look in, like when you're next in, when we next can go to our hairdressers, next in, check with your hairdresser and see like what products they do recommend, because I was always kind of like one that was like, no, I don't really want to like spend like a tenner on a shampoo when I can go to Boots and get Herbal Essences for €2, you know, that kind of way. Whereas now I'm like, yeah, I definitely do need to like use specific products on my hair. That then leads to like helping with damage and stuff. My hair used to snap quite a bit, like it would get to a certain length and then it would like have loads of split ends, it would snap, it would look brittle, it wouldn't look full. So then I started using this last year, and it's the Olaplex, the number 3 treatment. So it's repair and strengthens. You can get a shampoo and conditioner in this as well, but I just have the, what is this called, like I don't actually know what it is. It's like a conditioner, but you put it in before you shampoo. So I use this about once a week at the moment. I used to use it about 2 times, 3 times a week, depending on how bad of a condition your hair was. And this is definitely something that's helped grow my hair like a lot. Like honestly, it just makes your hair so much more, like you can feel it almost being like thicker and stronger. And that's the only way I can describe it, is that it makes your hair feel stronger and just helps strengthen it. Yeah, like literally it just says what it does. Honestly, the Olaplex products are amazing. I know that they're recommended for like all different types of hair, like mostly blondes I think would use Olaplex because they didn't think it would damage your hair, but obviously with brunette hair, like you can still use the Olaplex treatments on it as well to help kind of strengthen your hair. So I definitely recommend looking into something like this, or like a hair mask that you can use like twice a week maybe, just to help kind of nourish your hair and give it that strength. Okay, so when I'm out of the shower and I'm putting on like treatments and stuff, I like to use the Revlon Unique 1 spray. I've used this before and I've mentioned it on my channel also before, but this has like 10 different benefits. So I find this helps with like heat damage, so it's protecting your hair from any heat damage. It's also like good for smoothing frizz, and also like, I don't know, whenever you use this it's just like a really silky texture. It is quite rich, that's the only thing I would say. Is quite heavy, so I literally use it's like the bare minimum of this. But yeah, there's so many different like things that this does. So it's like for dry damaged hair, heat protection, easy brushing, detangler, adds body as well. That's something that I do need as well. Literally my hair, it looks thick but it is quite thin, but that's why obviously I wanted to like grow it and make it get a lot thicker and stuff. Definitely using these products has made it get a lot thicker, like I have to say. Don't get me wrong, there's days when I want to put my extensions in, but I'm trying to like steer away from that because it's obviously so time consuming. The other product then, if I'm not using the Revlon Unique 1 spray, I'm using the Mugu, and this is a protein shot. This I came across, my mom had this in her wardrobe in her bathroom like I'd say 2 years ago, and I tried it, and no word of a lie, it is literally so good at making your hair feel so like silky, like shiny and like frizz free. And I'd be someone that does struggle with frizz, so like if I felt like I was having, I don't know, you can just kind of tell when your hair is in a bit of a bad state and like it's like frizzy. You know, when you go outside and it's your hair is done like this, then you go outside and you just notice like it kind of goes frizzy. This is really good at like keeping that frizz away from me. So it's a silicone free coconut jojoba and olive oil for dry and frizzy hair, and you literally need the tiniest amount of this. Honestly, I find this is so good. I even put it on my hair, like, you know, when you've after styling it and you've after using a curler and stuff, and I brushed it and I can tend to get a little bit of frizz then, and I literally just pop a little bit of this on. It's not heavy on your hair. This is the reason why I love this one. I probably say I love this one more than I do the Revlon one, just for the fact that it's not as heavy on your hair. You can feel like you can get away with putting a little bit more on and then obviously getting more benefits from it, but also at the same time it's not going to be like coating your hair in grease, basically. Not that that's greasy, but you know what I mean, like the heaviness. And then another product that I do like to use for frizz is the Got To Be oil. Is it Oilicious Tame and Shine styling oil? So this has got argan oil in. I just like to use this at the end of like doing my hair, you know, if I've got my curls or like I've styled it or whatever, and I just pop a tiniest amount of this. Like, you do not need a lot of this. You can tell that it is quite rich, but even if it's just like on the ends, I don't really like to focus any of the products on the roots, just because I find that that's obviously where I'm the oiliest. And I just pop a little bit of this on and it just kind of helps to control and tame any frizz. Gives it a really glossy look. I do like to have my hair looking healthy and glossy, and yeah, it's just something that I have been loving using lately. And then the last thing that I have been using as well, this is kind of not really to do with like growing my hair, but it's something that I found has made my hair look a lot stronger, a lot healthier and thicker. And I'm, like I said, I've struggled with volume, so it's the Batiste XXL volume spray. Like, everyone has came across the Batiste dry shampoo, and then I saw this and I was like, I need to give that a try, because I have used the dry shampoo for like giving it a little bit more texture on my hair, giving a bit more volume, and then when I realized they actually do have like a volume spray in itself, I decided to pick that up and give it a go. This is just a bottle of dreams. Like, honestly, I used to get the Bumble and Bumble, I think it was like a dry spun spray thing, to like give my hair texture. It was more like when it was like a blunt blob. Why can I not talk? Honestly, why can I not speak? I can't even string a sentence together. But yeah, I used to use the Bumble and Bumble dry spun, and it was so expensive, but I used to use it on my blunt hair, my bob, just to kind of like give it a little bit more texture, a little bit more stuff, I don't know, do you know, a little bit more. And then this is like it's like the exact same thing. I find it even smells very similar when I spray it, and for like a fraction of the price, it's a bargain. Like, honestly, if you struggle with like having limp volume that's not even right. If you just feel like you have quite limp hair, like it doesn't have much volume to it, then definitely give something like this a try. Even at your roots, at your like ends, if you want to kind of give it a little bit more like volume at the ends, you can also use it there. And I also just find it kind of holds like your hairstyle in place as well. So it kind of is similar to, like, I'd find it very similar to the dry shampoo, but like a hairspray and a texture spray all in one. It's like, literally, honestly, I would never stop using this because it's just so good, and I'm so glad that I've started like using it in my hair care routine. So that's it for what I use on my hair at the moment. I hope you enjoyed. There is a few more products that I do like to kind of incorporate every so often into my routine. I find like if you change your products up every so often that they can also benefit a little bit better. But yeah, definitely these products have helped my hair grow in the last, I'd say 5 to 6 months. Like I'd say it's grown about 2 to 3 inches maybe. And like bear in mind it is curled now, so obviously if it was straight it would look even longer. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, it really helps out my channel, and subscribe if you're new. I'd love to have you join us here on my little YouTube channel. And thanks so much for watching. I shall see you in my next video.